Zdarec, lidi, tady Kozel a já vás vítám u prvního dílu Let's Play ze hry Gothic 2 Noc Havrana. Gothic 2 navazuje přímo na Gothica 1, takže se nám vrátí náš bezejmenný hrdina, který byl vlastně v jedničce vržen králem Robarem II. do vlastně trstanecké kolonie, která byla obehnaná magickou bariérou a náš úkol byl se tam odsaď dostat, což se nám teda nakonec nepřímo povedlo, ale bariéru jsme zničili a osvobodili jsme všechny teda ty trestance. A teďko nás teda bude čekat pokračování a si myslím, že můžu dát rovnou novou hru, protože kecat můžeme i potom. Jsem si všechny ty savey předtím, co jsem měl, smazal, takže jedem na čisto.
Paid a high price for it. Defeated the sleeper, destroyed the barrier. But while all the other prisoners escaped, he remained behind in the rubble. It was I who dispatched him against the sleeper. Now it is I who brings him back from there. He is weak and has forgotten much. But he is alive. He's back.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with.
Takže Xardas nás teda přivolal zpátky, bez té magické zbroje, co jsme měli na sobě, tak bychom byli mrtví. A ve videu jsme se dozvěděli teda ve zkratce, co se teda stalo v prvním díle. Po porážce hlavního bosse Spáče, tak byla zrušena magická bariéra, ale my jsme bohužel zůstali pod troskama. Ale teď nás zachránil a budeme teda pokračovat. O jakém novém nebezpečí to mluvíš?
After the fall of the barrier and the banishment of the sleeper, Beliar's wrath has grown even greater. A mighty artifact, so it is written in the old scriptures, will be brought back to this world when the god of darkness sends his henchmen out to search. This search has long since begun. Beliar's henchmen are desecrating the oldest shrines of the gods. The guardians of these holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble. Every powerful magician on this island could sense this wrath. And some of them have certainly begun to face the threat.
No, tak. Teď jsme se vlastně dozvěděli, že se vrátil Beliárův artefakt nějaký mocnej a Hraven ten pro něm jde a hledají ho vlastně i mágové vody, což je vlastně teda ta datadisková část ta z Havrana. Takže...
At least we have enough time now. I did it. The sleeper
Has been banned. You vanquished him, so much is true. But it's not within our power to stop the war that ensues now. With his final furious scream, the sleeper has set into move. It was an order to all evil creatures, a word of power, that his last order was, come, and they came, all of them, even the dragon.
Dragons?
They are creatures of an ancient power. I can sense their presence, even here. And they have gathered an entire army of lowly servant.
Where's this army now?
The army is camped not far from here, in the Valley of Mines near Corinth. We do not have much time left.
No, a co budeme dělat?
What can we do?
This time we cannot handle it by ourselves. Only the power of Innos will help us against these dragons. A group of paladins is stationed in the city of Corinth, not far from here. They possess a powerful artifact which could help us to defeat the dragons. They call it the Eye of Innos. You need to get hold of this artifact. Tell the paladins about the threat. You must convince their leader to support us. And once you have talked to him, you need to find the artifact of Beliar. It is the counterpiece to the Eye of Innos. It must not fall into the hands of evil.
Jasně, budeme hledat všechno, takže co to přesně je?
What exactly is the Eye of Innos?
It's an amulet. Legend has it that Innos himself was poured part of his power into this amulet. It will restore some of your lost strength and help. It also has some other hidden powers. I shall tell you more about that once the amulet is yours.
Dobře. Proč by mi to paladinovi
Why would the
měli dát?
paladins give me the Eye of Innos?
Because you are the one who is destined to wear it.
How can you claim to know that?
There are a number of reasons. The most important being, you have defeated the Sleeper. If you weren't a favorite of the gods, you'd be dead by now.
Let's assume you're right and I'm destined to bear the Eye of Innos. How would the paladins know that's true?
The eye itself chooses the one who may wear it. Once you get hold of it and put it on, the paladins cannot die.
How can I get to the city?
Just follow the path from here through the mountains. The city is large, but watch out. The path to town is not without dangers. And you are...
I need weapons.
I can only give you whatever little I have here. Look around in my tower. Anything that looks useful to you, you can have.
I'll be on my way as fast as I can.
Good. And one more thing. Don't tell anyone that you've talked to me. Above all, don't tell any magician. Since I have gone into exile, the Circle of Fire has taken me for dead, and that's a good thing.
Tak, máme teda první kapitolu. To teda jako v jedničce zase bude 6 kapitol. Akorát tady ten svět je o podstatu větší. Takže budou chvilku díl trvat, než se to proběhne a přesuneme se do dalších kapitol. Tady zase máme neomezený ten inventář, takže všechno, co jde sebrat. Tady je pár pulpitů, který když přečteme, jak nám to dá nějaké zkušenosti. Tady bylo někde tlačítko. Sakra. Vyběhnu teda napřed nahoru. Nic není, kromě teda těch pár drobností. Takže jak vlastně vypadá ten inventář. V jedničce si myslím, že to bylo lepší, že bylo rozdělený na zbraně a všechno bylo to prostě rozdělené, tady je to v jedné hromadě naházený, což potom, když tam toho člověk má víc, tak to docela trvá, než najdete to, co potřebujete. Čisté je určitě dobrý, protože jich je tady asi 5 nebo kolik, takže hned ty zkušenosti se budou hodit. Třeba co nejdřív se dostat na nějaký slušný level a udělat si boj s jednoručkama. Si můžete klidně přečíst, ale něco extra se tam nedozvíte, teda kromě těch přísad do těch lektvarů. Jo, teď už to aspoň drží jenom v jedné ruce, ne jako v jedničce to držel jak mrkvan obouma. Ale prostě bude to furt pomalý ten. Jo. Než s tím švihne někam, tak to trvá, že to potřebujeme dostat minimálně na 30 a potom to bude lepší, rychlejší ten pohyb s tou zbraní. že to jsme se tady vzali a já musím teda zpátky za tím Xardesem. A u těch kamen je někde ta páčka, která mi otevře tu bránu. Jak to, že jsem se na ní netrefil? Je ten spínač tady? Jo. Co předtím nevšim pořádně. Si taky nepamatuju všechno, kde co je. Nějaký svitek. Brošule. Tak, co mi řekneš o té kamenné destičce, co jsem tu našel?
Can you tell me anything about this stone tablet?
First, I suspected it might be a magical artifact, but I finally concluded that it is not of any great significance. I have not been able to decode the meaning of this tablet entirely, but it seems to concern the history of a very old culture. If you want the tablet, it's yours. I have no use for it.
No, vezmu si to. Takže vlastně ta tabulka, to je vlastně z té datadiskové části příspěvek. Kde to vůbec má?
Where exactly are we?
As I already said, near the city of Corinus. I have rebuilt my tower here.
But it's only been a few days since we last saw each other in the Valley of Mines.
The servants I summoned to build my tower have done a thorough job.
You can say that again. Where can I find better equipment?
The closest place where you can get better weapons and armor is the city of Corinus. But down in the valley you can find some healing herbs that will see the lake right in front of my tower. A secret passage.
Je tam tajná cesta, jasně.
Why is the Circle of Fire not I used to be a high member of the Circle.
Že ho vyhodili
Even then,
předtím,
I
ne?
suspected
Nebo
that
vlastně od nich
stealing magic
odešel.
might be the key to the magic barrier. But I could never have convinced the other members of the Circle to follow this path. So I left the Circle in order to study the black arts. That is a crime for which the fire magicians, the ordained of Enos, the ever good and they are certain that I'm still alive, but they have no idea where to find.
So what should
we shall proceed as planned. That you can go get yourself the Eye of Enos.
Jasně. Takže to jsme měli tady dohra všechno. Takže se můžeme pomalu vydat ven. Nebo ven, ještě prohledat to tady, tady jaký pár drobností, které se budou hodit. Zase nějaký tmavý, to asi budu muset potom zasvětlit. Nebo kdybych použil pochodem, tak by se možná tady rozsvítilo. Tak, tady bychom měli povolovat nějaký zlaťáky. Opasek, to taky ve dvojce, pokud by nebylo. Taky by to měl být vlastně přidaný obsah a když si vezmeme, tak nám teda plus 5 síly, takže máme opět větší sílu. To není nikdy na škodu. Tak, jdeme dál. Další dýka. To je goblin. Ty tentokrát už u sebe něco mají, takže zase lootovat všechno, co jde. Tady je to jezírko, co říkal. Je kostra a má u sebe pár drobností, to je třeba vzít. Jeden šíp a vše. Tak a tady vlastně říkal, že nějaká ta cesta, což by mělo být tady. Budeme se podívat do údolí. Zase nějaký goblini, doufám, že mě nezabijou. Dobrý. A sbírat houby. To je u těch je taková dobrá věc, když se jí. Teda kterou cestou jsem se měl vydat. Zase nebudu se prozkoumat všechno. Ale k těm houbám si potom něco povíme. Ale počkej, jenom jednoho, když už. Už takhle to bude docela na hraně. Dobrý. Co tady máte hezkýho? Trku chleba, setmavou houbu. Zase nějakou luční bobuli. Jsme připraveni, odkud vyskočí ty goblini. Já tak tady už se dostanu ven, tak ještě musím zpátky, abych na to potom určitě zapomněl. To je potřeba sebrat veškeré zkušenosti, co to jde. Jsou 3. No, tak to asi dostanu. Ale dobrý. Možná pár kritikálů, tak... Takže on mi stačí... Poj. Takže mi stačí zabít. Bylo to teda s klupem, ale zvládl jsem to. Co tady máte hezkýho? Tak to všechno asi jo. Takže jdeme teda dolů. Budu hodit ten luk na záda, ať vypadáme trošku, že něco máme taky. A další houba. Jsou blbě vidět. Na některých pozicích. Nic. Tady bude určitě něco za pařezem. Nějaký pokládek schovaný. A už slyším vlky. Kde seš? Zarostlý. Tady pořádně nic nevidím, tamhle je. Síčko, jablíčko. Už to jsem taky možná si měl šetřit. Jako ty houby. Takže klackem se netrefím, ale pěstí mu dám. Další vlk. A už tady někoho slyšíme. Takže mi připravil o nějaký zkušenosti, ty tam zabil určitě nějakého toho vlka nebo něco podobného. Ještě možná krvavý mouchy by tady mohly být. Přeci to proběhnu kolem dokola, než za něm půjdu. A vlčisko. A první úroveň, výborně.
Nothing to be had there.
A je tam vlk. Tady.
Nothing to be had there.
Jsem ho vybral, jo. Jo, to jsem si chtěl vzít. Ještě nějaká jeskyně. A tam jsou krysy. Bych taky měl porazit. Dobré. Tady svála další houba. Tak měšec, ty si budeme schovávat. Protože kdyby nás náhodou někdo zmlátil, tak nám se berou všechny prachy, ale když budou v měšci, tak ne. Ty mi vždycky zůstanou, takže ty budu vyndávat akorát, když budu prostě nutně potřebovat prachy. Rezavej meč. První je si slušná zbraň, ale to chce 30 sílu, to nemám. To není jako v jedničce, že jsem si mohl vzít hned, prostě musím se trošku zlepšit. A na to, jaký jsem byl na konci jedničky ranař, tak teď jsem docela pěkný máslo zase. Což je tak trošku nefér, ale zase z druhé stránky jsem byl takřka mrtvej. Tak to musí mít nějakou daň, to oživení. Takže tady máme teda to
Is that you?
Lestra.
Really? Man, am I glad to see you.
Lestre, nazdar.
Lester, how did you get here?
That was a crazy escape. After the barrier exploded, I wandered around the area for a while in total confusion. Then I spent days fighting my way through these woods until I finally found this valley here. Diego, Milton, and Gorn are still in the Valley of Mines. At least, I think so.
What happened?
After the Sleeper was defeated, the entire Brotherhood lost their minds. Without their master, they were all just empty husks.
And you? What about you?
It was the same for me. I had nightmares and even hallucinations. But once my head was more or less clear again, I ran for it. Once, I thought I saw a huge black shadow pounce on a group of fugitives and burn them all up in a giant cloud of fire. At that moment, I really thought a dragon had come to kill me.
Did you see anything else?
No. I took to my heels and ran.
Tak.
I'm
Snad
on
se
my
do
way to
Korenesu,
Korenes.
pomůžeš mi?
What do you know about the town?
Corinus? Well, it's a seaport. Nothing special. Why do you ask?
I must go and see the paladins who are said to be in town.
Really? They won't even let you into the town. And certainly not to where the paladins are.
Máš nějaký návrh, jak se tam dostanu?
Do you have any suggestions how I could get into town?
I certainly do. I worked for an old alchemist named Constantino some time ago. He has great influence in the city, and he's instructed the guards at the gate to let anyone through who can sell him rare herbs. So it's quite easy, really. You collect a large bunch of the plants that grow here all over the place, and then you pretend you're working for Constantino, and in you go. But don't collect a mix of this and that. The guards aren't all that bright, and they know nothing about alchemy. The bundle needs to look good to them if you want to get through. I think that 10 specimens of the same kind of plant should do the trick.
Thanks for the hint.
Myslím, že prostě potřebujeme jakýkoliv bylinky 10krát a pak nás pustí dovnitř.
How long have you been hiding out in this valley?
I don't know exactly. A week, maybe? But there's one more thing. When I came here in the evening, I took a look up on the mountain, and there were only a few trees there. And when I looked the next morning, that tower was there. I could have sworn it wasn't there before. Since then, I haven't left the valley.
You mean Zardas's tower? I knew he was powerful, but creating a tower just like that...
Zardes the necromancer? He lives in that tower? I don't know if I
Ať
like
nic
that.
neudělá,
Don't
budete
worry,
kámoší.
he's the one who rescued me from the Sleeper's temple. He's on our side.
Nebo tam nějakou trávu z bažin a zhulte se tam.
You need to tell Zardas about the shadow. It could be important.
You don't think it was my imagination? You mean there really was a...
Dragon, yes.
You're getting into the thick of it again, am I right?
I shouldn't say in the thick of it, not yet.
Well, good. If it's so important, then I'll go see him. But not now. For the moment, I'm going to rest. I'm still exhausted after the escape from the penal colony. I think you've got big plans.
Takže ten nám dal tip, jak se dostat do města. To je tam stojí stráže a jen tak vás tam nepustí, takhle vypadáte fakt jak trestanec. A oni nemají trestance rádi. To je překvapení, co? Takže si budeme se vrátit nahoru. Jeskyně máme celou proběhlou, tohle taky. Ten začátek bude hodně kecací, no. Budou samý dialogy, než se nazbírají nějaký úkoly. Snad tudy. Jsme venku. Tak. Zase nějaký vlčík. No ještě potřebujeme spoustu zkušeností na další level. Tady už nic, tak to asi o kousek níž. Aha. Ten se o to tady postaral. Potkáme dalšího starého známého, který byl v Gothicu 1.
Nothing there. Hey, you!
A... Počkej, přeci to vyberem.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing to plunder.
Kecat budeme až potom a přeci ještě tady seberem pár věcí. Máme výhled do lesa. A to je Amaxardasovou věž. Další měšec, další svitek.
Hey, you!
Už si prokecat můžeme, nějaký problémy?
Trouble? Damn. I don't know where they're all hiding. You kill one, and shortly afterwards they're all back again. Wait a moment. I know you. You're the fellow who was constantly baking arrows for me in the Valley of Mines.
No, já se asi o tebe mám za to, že šípy nekupoval, ale známe se.
Cavalorn, right?
Ah, I see you haven't forgotten me after all we went through in the cursed colony. Where are you heading?
Do města.
To the city.
Well, to the city, eh? You may run into problems with the guards. They aren't letting just anyone in anymore, since the area here is swarming with bandits. In the past few days, one of those former psionics from the Valley of Mines came by here. He said he constantly goes in and out of Corinus. He went into the valley below the big tower. There must be a way in there somewhere near the waterfall. Maybe you should talk to the fellow.
Tady děláš.
What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damn bandits, I wouldn't be here.
Jaký banditi?
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
No,
I'm
tak
talking
trošku
about
tři jsem
all the
zaspal.
riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
Jsi byl
You
okraden?
were robbed by the bandits?
Yes, they beat me down and tossed me to the goblins. It was damned important stuff. A letter and all my money. I absolutely, but without someone to watch my back, I'm not going back there. That cowardly.
Zajímavý
Interesting armor you're
zbrojení.
wearing. Don't you belong to the shadows anymore?
Shadows? They haven't existed since the fall of the barrier. The moment we could finally leave the Valley of Mines, there was no reason for me to stick with them. Now I work for the water mages. I belong to the Ring of Water.
Tak, řekni mi víc.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the water mages in Corinus. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the water mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The water mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
Co dělají magové vody
What are the
teď?
water mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Corinus.
No, to bude první věc, nebo jedna z prvních věcí, kterou budu chtít co nejdřív udělat, aby jsme získali ten
Can
Beliarův
I help you with
artefakt.
the bandits?
Maybe.
S tím
But
se
as
krásně
scrawny
bojuje.
as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your hand for weeks. Well, I don't have any
A do té
choice but to
trestanecké
take your
kolony
offer.
na skřety se
My
bude
time
hodit.
is running out. So, pay attention. Down this path here, you'll find one of those filthy holes in the ground that bandits like to hide in. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready. And
I need
those
Yeah, who's
swine
Brian?
haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a... But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions.
Sure.
Jo, již dej to sem všechno.
Let's
a jdem
mix
na
it
ně.
up with those guys.
Sure thing. Now they're in for a nasty surprise.
Tak já se do toho vůbec v podstatě zapojovat nemusím, on to zvládne sám. A jestli jsem to vybral, tu truhlu nevybral. Tak ty banditi, jinak kdyby tady nebyli Cavalorn, tak by si stejně se mnou dali fight. Tak. Co tam pobij.
You deserve that, lowlife.
You poor sucker.
Ne, já jsem si nechtěl kecnout. Asi nějaký šípy. Druhý luk. Co můžeme nějaký prodat. Tak, co tady máme? Zpráva. Zastav každého muže, který přichází z hor. Jestli na něj narazíš, pak už to bude nejspíš náš starý známý. Dej si pozor, ať mu nenaletíš. Je to nebezpečný čaroděj. Buď stále ve střehu. Je možné, že se s ním spojí ten chlápek, co ho hledáme. Spolu s tímhle dopisem ti posílám 1030 zlaťáků. Dalších 30 dostane ten, kdo toho chlapa zabije. Jeho hlavu dones do starého dolu, u statku. D. A ten druhý by měl být po dopis na moje. Jasně. Tak. A ten zapečtěný dopis.
Can you teach me? Sure. You know that. Man, they really took a lot out of you. You can't remember anything at all, can you? So, that's done. Ha! They shouldn't have messed with me. Then I can finally fulfill my mission. I've lost too much time already.
What sort of mission?
Ah, yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later... I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city. Then I'll have a bit more time to take care of my equipment. One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras, the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the temple of... Tell him that I wasn't able to... And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meet... Oh yeah, one more thing. First buy some decent clothes from the farmers. Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple...
A díky za prachy a za radu. Ale to nebudeme stejně potřebovat. Ovšem ty šaty si stejně pořídím. A ještě tam byla jedna houba. Je to podbírá všechno, protože ne všechno se obnovuje. Jsem zbytečně nemusím. Tak, dáme další lučisko. Co mám za ty zbraně nový? A to je lepší zbraň. Má ještě větší poškození, ale je to krátká zbraň. Takže se ke mně vlastně protivník dostane zbytečně moc blízko, což nechci. Třeba ho sejmout na co největší vzdálenost, aby neměl šanci nás zranit. Jsou asi nějaký mouchy. Máme tady i nosovosochy a jsou tady i biliárovosochy. Jsem ty bestie. Jsou zase vlci. Ještě 500 zkušeností na další level. To jsme teoreticky měli zvládnout ještě než se přiblížíme ke městu. Výborně. A jsou černý gobliní, tam zatím nemůžu spadnout, ale to by mě rozsekali jak. Obyčejný goblin. Dostaneš jednu do zubů a máš to. Tak, jsme došli k obchodníkovi. Ze města. Tady máš hezkýho. Na jeden svitek, tak si s ním rovnou pokecáme.
Hey, who do we have here? You're on your way to the city, am I not right?
Maybe.
You look like a fugitive. All fugitives are headed for the city. You could even be a former convict for the mining colony. I don't care where you come from, but I believe I have an interesting offer for you.
What do you have to offer?
The way you look, the guards will never let you into the city. I can help you get into the city. I have here a small piece of paper with the royal seal and the governor's signature. A pass. With this scrap of paper in your pocket, you can run about as raggedly as you please. Interested?
No, úplně to nepotřebuju, ale vezmu si to.
There must be...
No catch. You will merely owe me a favor.
How will you get into
The guards know me. I will simply tell them that I have lost my...
What do you want?
I knew you were the right man. Listen, you will get the pass from me, now.
Just like that?
Just so. But, if I meet you in the city, you owe me a favor. Do we have a deal?
Jasně, to
Sure,
jsem.
give me here. Be careful with that. It is... one more thing. Don't even think of... As a merchant, I have a great deal of influence in the city.
Jasně. A si rovnou
Show me,
ukáž. Nebo třeba pánvičku.
I've got to
Suit your...
Chvíli uvidíte proč. Vezmu hrábě. Tak, tady je jeden z farmářovou rolníků.
Hey, stranger. I saw how you came out of the mountains. You can be glad you didn't come by here 3 weeks ago. We would have taken you for an escaped convict. And we made short work of those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
I was attacked by bandits in the...
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Those bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Why? Are they dead?
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
I'm on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be...
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see. I need better equipment.
I can imagine. But I tell you right now, if you can pay for what you want, Lobart will sell you. Otherwise, go to him and ask him if he has work.
Where can I find Lobart?
Well, on the farm, of course. The farm belongs to him. And don't try messing with him.
Tak jo, takže jdem tady na toho. Jo, tady vlastně teď se ukáže ten vlk. Ale já se nestačím trefit.
Well done!
Stihl jsem,
One dirty
super.
beast less.
Dalších 30 zkušeností pro mě. Tak, pozbíráme ty tuříny. Když už jsme tady, to máme cestou, z které bychom to museli tu dělat. Nebo ne, že bych vyloženě musel, dá se to přeskočit tenhle úkol, ale tak, jak říkám, každá zkušenost je dobrá. A jelikož v Gothicovi od Havrana je to trošku, co se týče levelování, jiný než v klasické dvojce, tak budeme potřebovat každou zkušenost. Tady je všechno podstatně dražší. Což postupně vlastně uvidíme. V jedničce, nebo že to není jako v jedničce, no. Tam prostě i sílu 90, tak to furt stálo jenom 5 zkušenostních bodů, nebo každý prostě ten jednotlivý bod stál jenom ten bod. Když to tady potom vlastně to přidáváte po jednom nebo po 5. No takže potom za těch 5 dáte třeba 10 zkušenostních bodů místo 5, pak 15, pak 20 a furt se to prostě jako zvedá. Takže to máme tohle pozbíraný, pokecáme s Lobartem.
Hey, you!
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
Jsme s rolníky.
I'm for the peasants.
Huh. That damn... What do you think? How long will the paladins just stand by? After what Onar has done, the whole city is in an...
I need some sensible clothes.
I can give you clean farmers' work clothes. Can you pay for them then? Well, you could work off part of the price.
I'm looking for work.
I can't use another farm hand. Well, what I mean is, you can lend a hand in the field. And there are certainly a few I could pay you with gold. Or give you... The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give them to you for nothing, but by the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn...
All right. Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house. Tell her to cook them.
What about my...
I can give you 5 or sell you the clothes.
Make me a better price.
Good. I'll give them to you for...
Have you got anything else for...
I don't. You can ask my...
Ty už ne, dobře. Tady by měl být někde víno, ne, nebo jak on se jmenoval. Ale nevím si po mně, co bude chtít teďko, nebo až díl. To trošku zbývá, farmář, víno.
And how goes the work?
Same as always. Lot to do, not enough money, and King's paladins have occupied the whole city. But I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the war...
Can I help you?
Do you know anything about working in the fields?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. Thank you. If you want to work for Lobart as a day laborer, I can only warn you.
He offered to sell me some clean clothes cheap if I helped out on the farm.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do, but fetch me a bottle of wine, and I'll tell Lobart.
Here's your wine.
I'd better not ask where you got it from, huh? Thanks anyway. Lobart will only hear the best.
Jasně, díky.
I'm headed...
And?
Is there anything interesting?
Nope. But Maleth goes to the city from time to time.
Tak, už mi také se nepovíš. A můžeme zkusit dalšího polního škůdce sejmout. To už by asi teoreticky nemuselo být mládě. By mělo být těžší. Je to furt mládě. Tak. Neseme teda ty tuříny ty paní. Máme si šlofíka, ať se uzdravíme. Jolda, pojď sem.
Hey, you!
No, pro tebe
I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a...
Give me the gold, and I'll go see them.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
Here's your frying pan.
Fine. Let's see then whether it's any good.
Can you give me
Here, take this.
Dík. Barte, pojď, kde paseš. Ale si zkusíme přečíst, jestli se nám to nedá na hru nějaké zkušenosti. A co možná ani nepůjde.
Hey. What's going on?
Don't you know what's going on? Up till now, all the farmers looked at the tribute to the city as fair tax, but since the paladins have come to Corinthus, the city guards visit us more and more often, and little by little, they're taking everything. Some farmers are starting to rebel. Onar.
Tell me more about this Onar.
Onar is the biggest farmer here in the area. He is broken with the city. They say he's hired mercenaries to keep the city guard off his back. Can't blame him. In any case, no royal soldier dares to set foot on his farm anymore.
Who are those mercenaries that Onar hired?
I don't know much about the guys. Supposedly, a lot of them are former prisoners from the mining colony. Everybody knows what you can expect from them.
What about you? Whose side are you on?
I'm too close to the city to really have, but I'm glad about that. The king is bleeding us dry, and Onar sets his mercy. That's why most of the other farmers are still undecided, but sooner or later they'll have to choose one side or the other.
Have you...
I don't...
How much?
Well, we'll see. You've worked the field, you helped my wife. Vino says you were real helped. Maleth said you chased 30 gold pieces. It's not gonna get any...
It's a Sam.
Give me the word.
There's a chest, but don't even...
Takže to bychom měli takhle připravený. Tak teďko vydáme se ještě za Gregem a vlastně tady už před námi je to město Horinis. Takže... Či uložit, to bych náhodou nezmačkal nějakou blbost.
Psst. Hey you, come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy too. Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool, I could see that right away. Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold.
Why not?
So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get into the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
About the...
Yes?
You could get into the city as our...
What? Do I look like I'd be picking flowers?
I have a pass for the city.
Oh, I see. I'm supposed to act like... Take a look.
Jo, jasně, já jsem si zapomněl ty šaty vzít.
All right. Hey,
Já jsem se vlastně vrátil, já jsem si je zapomněl od něj vzít. Jsem mu je zaplatil, ale nevzal jsem si je. Takže mu je nemůžu dát, logicky. A co já ani propustku nebude chtít, pokud vím. Jsou prostě ty hadříky.
Hey.
About... Yeah?
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmer's clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I knew I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
What? 50 measly gold coins? You can't...
Gold isn't everything, my friend. Take them for now. I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor.
Takže se spolu ještě setkáme. A si vezmeme další zkušenosti. Můžete jít po jedný? Nemůžete. Sáme vejvár. Kousám do masíčka. Tak a před náma je město Korinis. To si ale prozkoumáme až v dalším díle, už se mi to docela si myslím, že natáhlo. Pro první díl by to mohlo stačit. Ještě vám tady, jestli se mi to povede, tak ukážu alternativní cestu, že vlastně já nepotřebuji vůbec žádný bylinky, ani propustky, šaty, nic, aby mi ty stráže ani prachy vlastně to se dají vlastně ještě uplatit. Ale dá se tam vlastně ještě dostat. To jsem. To bylo, jo, tady už jsem to přešel. Tady se musím takhle úplně těsně, úplně na krajíček. Tak, šup. A sakra, tak musím skočit ale trošku vejš. A trefit se na správné místo, kam dopadnout. Ježiš, mám jsem daleko. Tak ještě jednou tam jsem takhle vlezem akorát. A vlastně potom dostaneme, mám že pocit, že od Lerse tak dostaneme ještě nějaké zkušenosti, za to jsme se vlezli alternativní cestou. Pak by byla teoreticky ještě možnost, kdyby se takhle celý oběhlo ještě vlastně až tamhle nahoru, jak je ten kopec, tak vlastně by se tam dalo přeskočit do vody a vlastně vlízt tam z přístavu. Vlastně se sem trefil na ten správný bod, kde stát. To bylo někde tady hnedka takhle. Někde je to teda o nervy. To bylo přesně tady. Sakra. No nic, já si tam potom vylezu za kamerou, to tady zbytečně nezdržu, nemám tady 10-minutový skákání. Takže já to ukončím tady předtím, ale v dalším díle už budeme uvnitř. A budeme prozkoumávat teda město Korinis. Takže já vám děkuji za shlédnutí, doufám, že se video líbilo. Pokud ano, tak tam když tak hoďte like nebo odběr, budu rád. A uvidíme se zase u dalšího dílu, tak se tím mějte fajn. Čau čau.